Hello everybody, I'm Conquering History Games, and welcome to part 3 of my Aquilion Republic campaign here in Hearts of Iron 4 Equestria War with the beta version 1.9. So we're just about done with this revolution here. Oh, there it is. Yep, that's going to be it, right? Perfect. I should have made the last episode 5 seconds longer, I guess. Or 1 minute longer. Nice. Woo! A few things are going on here. Let's read the local news first. It has been a long and bloody road, but today the last of the monarchist vassals has finally collapsed beneath the unstoppable tide of freedom. Thanks to widespread and organized revolutionary fervor and the countless valiant sacrifices of so many griffins, the supporters of the old monarchy have been crushed and the lineage of the discreets scattered to the winds. Though our enemies fought on to the bitter end, they've all been defeated on the field of battle. Their armies crushed and routed, a new generation of heroes will safeguard Aquileia from those that would see the monarchy restored yet again. But with their help, Aquileia is free, and a new day dawns on us in our new republic. Long live the republic! So everything becomes a core of mine. We're going to get a bunch of stability. We're going to get a bunch of political power. Unfortunately, we're now going to lose the second revolution, which is a bunch of great stuff. But easy come, easy go, right? The successful revolution. I think this is a new picture. I think this is supposed to be all the 4 leaders, maybe? Like, this is Rodier, and then this is Theodore, and I'm guessing this must be, like, I don't know, the 2 communists? I'm not sure what they are. Maybe one of... I kind of want to say maybe one of them's a socialist and the other one's a hard communist, but... I don't know. Whatever. With the official capitulation of the, yeah, one of them's a pony. Maybe that one can't even run. But with the official capitulation of the last monarchist supporters, the Aquilion Republic celebrates their victorious revolution. After much bloodshed and many atrocities, the region is once again at peace, with the Republic now firmly established. The future of the Republic remains uncertain, however, as the temporary alliance of communists and Republicans breaks apart in the light of the upcoming first general election. The Aquilians and the world around them now ask themselves what the future holds for the Republic. We shall await the results. So, volunteers from Phasaria are returning home, but not before receiving thanks and congratulations from the population and Varani himself. While they may have only provided some help, Aquileia will always remember their role in our war against tyranny. Travel safe. Okay, note to self, let's not kill them. Unless they make us have to. Boy, they got a big old tree, huh? Okay. So we got some more military factories these days. Let's start building that anti-air. And I think the anti-air and the artillery are both going to be incredibly important. But let's go more on the anti-air for right now. Yeah, I guess we did get to keep Gabriel Duval. And there's Cecilia Duterte. Okay, so this is probably just something with the beta. They haven't, like, totally fixed that yet. Focus, division organization goes up, but can only have 12 max army. Because it's minus 12, 24 minus 12. So, you know, again, we're not judging. It's okay. Okay, what do we want to do to modify the government? I think we are going to do that military theorist first, because I don't think I have a silent workhorse or anything here. Ooh, military pioneer, that hurts political power. Let's definitely not do that. Friendly preacher also hurts. Economic law cost, trade law cost, conscription law cost can go down. That's pretty cool. We have a welfare reformer here. That's a 10% boost. Not the worst thing I've ever seen. Could be better, but it's not the worst. When are we going to change these? We could wait for world tension to go up and switch to partial mobilization when we get the chance. So let's wait on that. I think we're going to... Yeah, the sooner we get the welfare reformer, the better, because we get the political power gain off of him. Okay. And yeah, we're going to go with the artillery. So Eagle Heart's stats will be increased by +1. Let's actually find who that is. Okay, Eagle Heart. Right here. Engineer and urban assault specialists could be pretty good. This is a unicorn, obviously, not a griffin, so that's kind of interesting. Urban assault specialist in rivers. Decent amount of rivers between here and Griffinheim, and certainly plenty of cities. Although actually not all of these are qualified as cities. Yeah, a lot of these places, they're in plains, hills. There's not too much that's actually urban unless you go to these major areas here. Like Griftonia. I think does Griffinheim have its own? Okay. Rila's got a description. The Revolutionary City. Do all of these capitals have one? No, Westkeep doesn't. Prydia does. Okay, let's keep reading about our country. Let's learn about it. Rila. The Revolutionary City. Rila is built according to the grand dreams of Michael Discret, the narcissistic and flamboyant duke, who has guided Rila's path since the Aquilian Revolution. Michael, who saw the Republican experiment as one worth trying, is said to have rebuilt Rila from the ashes of the Revolution. Burning towns, decaying streets, and wrecked palaces were transformed under the eyes of Michael Discret, who watched as the city transformed it from a backwards slum into a grandiose hub of merchants, intellectuals, and Aquileian spirit. Of course, with economic development and restructuring has come an increase in Michael's power. Statues can be seen across Rila to the great Duke and his soldiers, who drove off the Republicans from Rila when all seemed dark as night. However, despite Michael's grand dreams of accomplishments for his shining city on the river, little good has come to Rila in recent years. Revolutionary spirit has come to Rila again with the Cocardiers, the Revolutionary Socialist and Anti-Monarchist Club, only growing in popularity. Rila is stuck between radicalism and reaction. If Michael was not a Discret, he would surely be hanged by his family. But with his royal name also comes scorn. Republicans certainly do not trust Rila's reformist duke, that much is for certain. With all the bloodshed that he has foreseen for his city, Michael has kept it his life's duty to safeguard Rila as he would his own child. Traders continue to barter, buy and sell in the merchant streets, and whalers and fishmongers do the same in the grand harbor of Michael Discret. The de Bessignier estate, the estate of Count Richard, close to the palace of Michael himself, is rumored to be the seat of the Committee of Public Safety, a secretive Republican coalition. Michael's palace, however, is less accommodating to the lower classes. A towering castle of might and brilliance, Michael's castle is one of the greatest buildings in Aquileia and perhaps in all of Griffonia. Of course, one cannot forget the Grand Temple of Arcturius, truly a beacon of faith in Rila's trying times. Its archon has resided in Griffinheim since the Revolution, but many Griffins hope that the ever-popular knight archon Proteus will one day return home. Alright. Let's do there I am going again. Let's do improved machine tools. We've got to get this industry up and running. If we're doing superior firepower, well, we got to prove it, don't we? For right now, let's, I don't know, put you guys down here or something. We need to also change this up. Okay, put you there. We got a couple mountain divisions. Those can go separate. Do that. Do that. Okay, who's going to be our armor leader? Thought we had one around here. Or you know what? Maybe the joining the revolution thing was just going to happen if for some reason we weren't able to kill the king. So maybe it's not a bug. I just thought, whatever. Alright. We don't have much in the way of tanks, but we do have some, so we might as well use them. Cecilia Duarte, yes, the Panzer leader. We have Michael Boussard here. Actually, this one looks better. It has more attack. Commando. Commando could be good. Yeah, I think Michael Boussard is actually the better play here. And that'll become a Panzer leader on his own later. Maybe we can send volunteers or something. Like over here to the Griffonian Liberation Army. Can we do that? We could send an attaché. Oh, yeah. Where would be a good place to send an attaché? Maybe to Equestria during their war with the Changelings, but I'm afraid that the Griffonians will be close to our doorstep by then anyway. I don't know. I'll have to think on some of this. Okay. Now, what do we want to do here next? Oh, we can form a department finally. That's nice. And so once we've done that, we can also become a spy master. Borrowing from Floena. No, way too expensive. Okay. 100% stability. Very, very nice. And, right, military development stuff here. So, Eagleheart stats will increase by +1. Support military development path will be unlocked. So, what have we got here? White Phosphorus Bombardment. Ooh, war crimes. Enemies cannot hear what they cannot see. Indeed, smoke makes for... Oh, we're going to use it the legit way. Indeed, smoke makes for a good cover to hide behind or attack under, and no compound makes for a better smoke screen when fired from artillery than White Phosphorus. Do I only get to pick one of these, or do I have to do them one at a time? Artillery spotters. Artillery gets bonuses everywhere. Mage companies will get a nice bonus later. Piercing, that's cool. Experience loss, trickle back. So, after the first one, it's going to cost us army experience to keep unlocking more stuff. Very interesting. So we have White Phosphorus Bombardment. Fascinating. This is very cool. Pegasi, artillery spotters. Let's maybe not do that until we've figured out just what we want here. Now, I don't think we have access to mage companies unless I already have templates that use those. But I don't think I do. Unless, wait, let's go back here to the decision thing. So, oh shoot, where do I go for that? Where do I go to open that up again? You see, because mage companies are a pony technology. Do I have to just wait a day? Oh, okay, just come right back here. So, we can have mage companies even though we're a Griffonian nation. That's very cool. Okay, so then we do, in our infantry, we'll do mage companies, anti-air, artillery, recon, engineers. And we could always put some artillery in the divisions themselves, do line artillery, and then switch in something else for the support. Though if I'm going to do that, then I should go with dispersed support, unless I put anti-tank. If I do anti-tank, we're definitely not going to have regular tank divisions. But I could do anti-air, anti-tank, and artillery. Or, oh, no, here we go. Here's what we do. Rocket artillery. I haven't used those in a long time. So we could do regular line artillery, and then we have rocket artillery and support. That's long term. Or just put the rocket artillery in the divisions to begin with. You know what? We're going to give it a try. So that means let's go over here to the production. We're getting rid of our tank production. Oh, we don't even have tank production. Whatever. Okay, yeah, so basically these, as they run out, we're just going to disband it or whatever. It's been a while since I did something like this. Yeah, artillery, increase the breakthrough. Paratroopers, who cares? But what's magical artillery? Becomes even more powerful in crystals. Oh, interesting. That sounds really cool, but I don't think we're actually going to do that. Yeah, there's no crystals around here. The closest ones are down here in New Maryland. Which we're not going to go to war with them or anything unless they go fascist or something, or supremacist. But besides that, there's no... Yeah, you got to go really far north before there's any crystals, or out here to Sycamon. So then we'll just... Yeah, we'll probably just get the mage companies and call that a day. Makes me wonder what the other paths do. Okay. Let's see, is it giving me the option for the region-wide integration? No, I don't want to do that. No, 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 no. No. Okay, so logistically, how are we doing? Oh, lots of infantry equipment. That's what I like to see. But okay, over here we got the Revolutionary Guard. Let's see, what's going to be the cheapest thing for us to adjust? That's 12 there. 12 width, I meant to say. Okay. Got the support artillery here. We'll do... Motorized is kind of okay, but I just don't think it does that much. Actually, no, motorized reconnaissance is better. It gives 1.5 reconnaissance. Okay, yeah, let's do that. We're gonna... Hold on. Duplicate. Yeah, motorized and support anti-air. And, I don't know. Let's do, like, yeah, the regular 7-2s. Just like that, there's going to go 35 of my experience. Okay, there we go. Now, how many of these can we make? Not too many at all. But Revolutionary Guard, looks like we can make quite a few of those because we got plenty of equipment. All right, and let's get that Theorist. We can wait on the making a Spy Master thing. Okay. So I'm over here in Griffinheim. Cool. Alright, we're also done with the infantry stuff, so time for the Second Republic. Victory at last! Once more the monarchists of Aquileian lie in shambles, chased from the country, or placed 6 feet deep in its soil. The Second Revolution has won, and in brilliant fashion, and now it is time to formally establish the democracy we've long waited for. The Second Republic rises. So we're not going to do Theodore, because I've done Theodore before, but I don't know, I'll have to take a look, I guess, at the possibilities. I'm sorry, what the heck? Did it just spawn a bunch more divisions for us? Basically for free. Not that I'm complaining. Okay. Very nice. So then we could do this. Heck yeah, we could actually fill everything up. And just like that, we're out of pony power, excuse me. That's fine though. A split in the party with the liberty afforded to us through our new republic. Wait, hold on a second. We got it. Okay, more convoys, and we got a lot more factories now. So let's do that, and that, and that. Perfect. 444. Could use some more support equipment, but that's going to be later. Okay. With the liberty afforded to us through our new republic comes the unfortunate disagreements of how the nation should be run. With the new election coming for the Second Republic, it seemed all but certain that Theodore Varani would lead the Harmonists and the FJA to victory. Instead, after several days of shockingly bitter and caustic debates, Theodore has decided to leave the FJA entirely, along with many of his supporters. No longer content to let his ideas for the Second Republic be beaten into compromise by the FJA, Theodore has established his own party, which will run in opposition to the FGA in the upcoming elections. The Parti National d'Aquile will focus first and foremost on balancing the nation's budget, repaying all the debts the Republic incurred in the fighting, and stabilizing the economy to leave it strong enough to withstand the influence of monarchists beyond our borders. After his departure, the FJA is now struggling to find a Griffin to unite them and guide them toward victory at the ballot box. It seems their inevitable victory is no longer so inevitable. So, Dynasty des Discrets becomes ruling party. What? That can't be right. But then it's going to change the name. Yeah, okay, it's because the name change doesn't happen, I guess, in the coding until afterwards. So we're now officially unaligned. Okay. But he's also still leader of the Harmony Party. Why did we lose Paul? Because. Why did that just happen? Is it because we're not that anymore? Oh, no. Okay, that's fucking bullshit. No, there should be something that says you only get these people if you know, you have whatever, you know, that amount available to you. Nope, that's bullshit. I'm gonna, or like, you have to be this party or he's not available. I'm giving myself the political power back. That's bullshit, and we all know it. Okay. Let's work on something else. Oh yeah, the AOE is pretty cool. It's a little bit of political power gain. Or AOA. By the way, that still was kind of a net loss because of the wasted time. Could have been, I could have gotten the Theorist earlier or whatever. Champion of the people. As the various revolutionary clubs gear up to send their candidates off to champion their platforms in the upcoming election, the Socialist Pat Party has nominated Grand Cru to represent them before all of Aquileia. Cru's nomination was expected, as not only is he a more moderate and thus more palatable candidate to come from the communists, he is also a hero of the revolution, having sheltered many revolutionaries during the furious fighting for the capital, providing food and water for families displaced by the war from stockpiles set aside before the revolution, and organizing the downfall of organized monarchist resistance in the capital and the surrounding countryside. Now with election day drawing ever nearer, Grand Cru has promised to continue the work he performed during the revolution by expanding his party and bringing regional representation to all the far-flung corners of Aquileia. He even seeks to continue providing homes for families displaced by the war, a move sure to see him attain easy gains at the ballot box. Grand Croup presents an excellent look for the socialist, and is sure to draw the votes of countless griffins throughout Aquileia. But will he lead the Pat along more moderate and sensible paths, or is he merely a face to let the more radical griffins inside his party take control of the nation? Hopefully they can keep all the loonies on the sidelines. So he's in charge of the Communist Party now. Big fella. Gets various bonuses. Alright. Radio. No. Or, yeah, I need radio anyway, even if I'm not going to do the signal companies. Okay. We could do that rubber company thing now, which, yeah, I think that might be a good idea. Then we don't have to trade for that. Great. Great, great, great. Are we mobilizing right now? Nope, not at all. The Rose of Venovia. While the second glorious revolution, or excuse me, while the glorious second revolution, got that backwards, had the unfortunate side effect of bringing desolation, destruction, and ruination to large swathes of the kingdom, the former Duchy of Venovia was spared the worst of the carnage by a well-known revolutionary by the name of Cecil Guadriel. As chaos quickly engulfed the nation and the duchy, Cecil returned to her homeland of Venovia from exile and took command of the revolutionary cells operating there, urging for the valiant soldiers of the Republic to only fight those that still openly supported the monarchy. Her messages of harmony amongst even enemies had a remarkable effect in the fighting, and Venovia saw some of the least partisan bloodshed and extrajudicial killing in the entire Republic. Now Cecil, whom the revolutionaries of Venovia call their Rose, has come to Aquila to champion the peaceful reconstruction of the nation. In the power vacuum left by Varani's departure, she has become the obvious successor as leader of the FJA, having clashed with Varani on the same issues that caused the party split in their long history. Cecil intends to breathe new life into the party by championing its founding tenets of harmony and social democracy. She seeks to foster cooperation between the different parties in Aquileia, not competition, and is committed to restructuring Aquileia's tax code and bringing the nation into the modern era, with electrification for the countryside and modernized labor laws. But can such a grand and peaceful plan sway the fervent supporters of the revolution outside of Venovia? Only time will tell. Okay. Alright, we're going to say we're going to ignore that because I'm going to get the rubber soon. The Marshal. A last surprising entrant put his name before the Griffins of Aquileia in a bid to become their president. Leonard Rodier of the MPA, the ultranationalists who claim to have supported the monarchy in the years between the First and Second Revolution, have stepped forward to champion the party of his has stepped forward to champion the platform of his party. Centered around nationalism and Aquilian unity, the ultranationalist Marshal has unified Griffins far and wide who fear the influence of the nations surrounding our great republic and are looking for a strong leader to keep them safe. He champions the promotion of Aquilian culture and the expansion of our urban centers, as well as getting the former nobility to fall in line and provide some of their wealth to the republic through generous pardons. Though the loyalties of the MPA throughout the revolutions are certainly suspect, it is quite clear that they are too large of a force with too much influence to simply label as traitors and be done with it. Perhaps we shall see just where the ultranationalist loyalties lie, and if they can truly court the votes of the loyal Republicans who brought us this grand victory. Wait, weren't they monarchists? Yeah. We need a little bit more army experience before we can do the next level. Wait, is it 25 or 50? Yeah, it's 50 to get the Pegasi artillery Sparters. That's fine, we can wait. Alright, so those are the 4 candidates. Let's pause here for a second. I'm sure it's going to give us a decision. So is there anything that has overflow? Okay, so Varani, yeah, we're not going to do Varani. I've played him before, and yes, I know it's reworked, but let's just not. I think we're going to go with Gaudriu, because that's Harmony. Which gives us access to what? Abolish the monarchy. Alright. Over here we can get a research slot. A lot of good stuff here, especially in terms of political power gain. I like that. Can't do that, can't do that. Communism, communism. Stability and construction speed. Yeah, we're gonna go, I think, with President Gaudriel. Alright, here we go. The Aquilion Election. Once again, our republic has toppled the monarchies of Aquileia, and once again it is time to choose our new president. With the revolution more secure than ever before, and the monarchists all but utterly defeated, it is time for Aquileia to come together as one choice, or excuse me, one nation, and elect our leader. Yeah. Oh geez, can you guys tell it's a little late and I'm getting a little tired? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to bed after this recording. Griffins throughout the Republic are flocking to the ballot boxes in a joyous celebration of the Republican spirit. The joys are expected. Yeah, I'm starting to fumble my words. I gotta go to sleep. The polls are expected to be all but overwhelmed. Today is a monumentous day in Aquilian history, and though the 4 different factions all have their own ideas on how to strengthen the nation and move forward, only one can win. As the polls close that night and the official tallies are flown by wing to the capital, the Griffins of Aquileia wake up the following morning and turn on their radios to hear that it's going to be the FJA. Making absolutely sure here, yes. The FJA takes the ballot box. Yes. So we've got that mass illiteracy, except we don't. Oh, but where's that moniker? It's over here, yeah, the mass illiteracy. So we can start to slowly fix that up. Reach across party lines. Yeah, there's some like bunch of smaller things we could do around here, but let's do battle illiteracy first. Ignorancy is the tool of tyrants, the weapon of warlords. Knowledge is the foundation that freedom rests upon. We shall make it our endeavor to teach Griffins all throughout the Empire how to read and learn, so they may become effective participants in our new and everlasting democracy. All right, let's go into Cecil here, or Cicely. It's probably, I guess it's Cicely. Kind of looks like a girl. It could go either way, actually. The Compassionate Revolutionary, a political power gain plus 10%. Nice. Daily harmony support. Good. And they improve relations and focus on peace. A little less I care about. But you know, that's it. We're peaceful people. But we're going to be ready to defend as needed. The Rose of Venovia, a name invoking respect even amongst rivals and opponents. And a life journey of rejecting the past and embracing the future. Born to a baron within Venovia's hilly regions, the formerly destitute Guadru barons struck metaphorical gold when veins of iron and coal were discovered on their properties. With industrialization in full swing, by the time Lady Celestia... You know what? I gotta look this up. How do we pronounce that? Okay, how to pronounce Cecile in French. Hold on. Let's listen. Give me a second. Okay. Hit me with the audio. How do I hit it?
Cécile.
Cecile. Wait, let me give it another listen.
Cécile.
Cecile. Yeah, so it is Cecile. Now, let's look up how to do the pronouncing. How to pronounce Guadrel, maybe? Hold on. Give me a second.
Gaudro.
I guess like Gaudro. So Cecile Gaudro. Gaudro. So it's like friggin' French. The it's like it has an umlaut. So Cecile Guadreux, the Lady Cecile Guadreux, was born into the house. It was a very different place than when her father was born. An only child, her parents cared for her very much. But being that Cecile was quite a bookworm, even in her youth, they didn't worry much about her and let her live her own life. Meeting and playing with the local children, Cecile became perplexed and angry at whenever she mentioned her last name and the townspeople, they would suddenly treat her differently. She became not a friend but an enemy. Whenever she tried to help the workers at her family's mines or local villages, they would shy away in fear. The Gaudros were not tyrants. Cecile knew this, but because they were part of the nobility, the common folk detested them. And so Cecile turned her focus to freeing her family name of this curse and began to plan. When the uprising came, heralded by the Aquila rising led by the up-and-coming Vareni, Cecile persuaded her parents to flee, quotation marks. Simultaneously, she took command of the local cells, guiding them in public under a pseudonym, while contacting monarchist army units in the region under her real name and persuading them to give up without a fight or defect. Nice. That's galaxy brain right there. But all was for naught as the revolution failed and Cecile needed to flee. That was the first, of course, it was the first revolution that was being referred to. It would be a while before her parents heard from her again, but when they did, her message was clear. Je reviendrai. Since then, her name has become famous among Republicans, both for her evolving ideas as well as her relationship with, then split from the famous Vareni. Their clash of eagles and ideals has set the scene for modern politics in Aquileia, a battle that Cecile has come out on top. The time of the people is now, and the Gaudru name is finally cleansed. Okay, interesting backstory. So that's it. We're going to call it a night there of Conquering History Games, and I'm going to sleep. In the next episode, we're going to start battling literacy and whatnot. I want to get over here to this research slot ASAP, because if we're going to do superior firepower, we got to make sure we've got the best technology. We got to make sure that our guns are strong enough to pierce into whatever tank forces the Griffonian Empire or anybody else is going to send against us. We can construct a monument. Oh gosh, there's a lot of stuff that we could do here. The new Assemblée Nationale de Aquel. So we're going to have to figure out how to do this. I'm looking forward to checking out these different mechanics while we try to rebuild our nation, or maybe rebuild is not the right word because it was a relatively short civil war, but reform our nation is maybe the better word for it. Reform after the revolution. I'm Conquering History Games, and I'll see you next time.